Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be going over some helpful tips and information for your upcoming Japan trip just to make your planning a little bit easier. So here are my top recommendations. Number 1, have cash. Although a lot of places do take credit cards, there are still many small shops and restaurants that are cash only. I suggest getting cash from an ATM using your bank card, as the conversion rates will be so much better than getting it at the cash exchange. You will just pay the conversion fee your bank charges, and if there is an ATM fee, they should tell you up front. I suggest checking with your bank ahead of time to find out their conversion rates. I think most banks are around 3%. We got cash at the ATM upon arriving in the airport and a few other ATMs on the way when we ran out. The ATM fee is usually a set amount no matter how much you take out, so usually best to take out a good amount at the start of your trip. Number 2, Japan Railpass. If you will be following the route I talked about in my Japan itinerary video, which is linked below for anyone who's interested, and traveling all through Japan, JR Railpass is definitely a must. It will save you time and money. You do have to buy before you get to Japan, and you can get it from their official website or at your discretion, a third-party website. We did use Klook without issue. Just make sure that you read the shipping instructions carefully and make sure you'll get your voucher in time. Here is the official Japan Railpass website. It's japanrailpass.net. When you hover over the purchase icon, it does give you some options on how to purchase. Number 1, online. Number 2, at designated overseas agencies. Number 3, I don't really recommend getting it in Japan. It's not guaranteed, and I do think it's pricier. So I clicked on the first option. It gives you some information here. Down at the bottom, it is telling you that after you buy it, you will get a voucher, and then you'll have to exchange it when you arrive in Japan for the actual pass. They had exchange locations at the airport and many of the train stations. You hit buy, it will ask you to make an account or log in, then it will take you to this page. First, in the anticipated date, you will start using your pass. That's what you will be entering first. It will be the first day you think that you will be needing the Japan Rail Pass. It then asks your planned arrival location. I chose Haneda Airport because that's the airport that we flew into. Below this, there are 3 different durations buying options: 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, depending on how long you will be in Japan and needing the pass. We opted for the 14-day pass, and then there are 2 different cars, ordinary or green car. I think the green car is a fancier version, but we're going to go through the pricing. So here we've selected 7 days in the ordinary car, which is 33,610 yen, $237. For 14 days, 52,960 yen, which is $374, and then for a 21-day stretch, 66,200 yen, which is $467. And then for those who are interested, if you wanted the first class version of the tickets, which is known as the green car, I've attached the prices for those as well. Again, these prices are as of July 2023, and same with the conversion rates, so they might be different depending on when you're watching this video. So we opted for the ordinary car, which we were happy about. The first class cars are called the green cars. They're found on the bullet trains and the limited express trains as well. But because the standards are so high in Japan and all the trains are super clean, the ordinary car was perfectly sufficient for us. But if you guys want a little bit more space and a bit more peace and quiet, the green car is a good option. It is a bit more expensive than the ordinary cars, as you guys can tell, and you do have a little less flexibility in terms of just jumping on to the next train leaving a station, because all green car seats are reserved. Number 3, make a reservation and book a luggage seat. For longer train rides using the bullet train, I still recommend reserving a seat, especially if you're traveling with your luggage. We did book these a few days before our travel day. Book a seat that comes with an area for your luggage, which is usually right behind your seat, so you don't get stuck with it in front of your legs and make an uncomfortable trip. Just so you guys know, if you do this, the area right behind your seat is just for your luggage. If you get on the train and the luggage is already there, you can ask the employees to move it because they don't belong there. We honestly did not realize this until a few trips in, and we were struggling on where to put our luggage. Number 4, buy a Suica or a Pasmo card. These are prepaid cards that are accepted by most metros and bus services and some convenience stores as well. You can buy a physical card when you arrive, or if you want, a virtual card, which you can find under Apple Pay Wallet under transit cards. This makes using public transportation really simple, as you can just tap and go. Number 5, Google Maps will be your absolute best friend. It has so much helpful information for public transportation, especially subways and trains. It will tell you what track the train is leaving from, and when you arrive at your destination, it tells you what exit from the station to leave from to get to your destination quicker, and so much more. You can also use the app to help communicate with taxi drivers. So you search your destination, you click this button here, and then it will announce it.
京王プラザホテル
And then if you click the bottom one, it'll announce the address.
郵便番号160-8330東京都新宿区西
So this is what helped us communicate with our taxi drivers on the destinations that we wanted to get to. Number 6, which airport should you fly into? If you're flying into Tokyo, it is definitely easier and cheaper to reach central Tokyo from Haneda Airport than Narita. So if you do have the option, I would choose Haneda Airport. Number 7, check your medications. If you need to take medications on your travel, check the Japan Travel website to see if they're allowed in the country and if there is any special documentation that is needed. They are very strict on this, and some prescription medications may need certain approvals to enter, and others may not be allowed at all. I will link some important information and websites to review in the description below. Number 8, pocket Wi-Fi. Internet is a must while in Japan given how much we were relying on Google Maps. Although we did not use this service, we had read in a lot of blogs that this is a must for those who won't have good cell service. We ended up using an international pass on our cellular network, but this definitely would have been cheaper. You can reserve these online and pick them up upon arrival to the airport. Most devices allow you to connect up to 5 devices, so it would be great for big groups. You can either return it back to the airport, or some places will give you a prepaid envelope to mail it back before leaving Japan. Number 9, luggage forwarding services. We ended up packing light, so we never used a luggage forwarding service. However, again, we saw so many people taking advantage of this. At the airport and at many of the hotels, there is a service that allows you to forward your luggage to your next destination instead of lugging it around during your sightseeing. I believe most of them take about a day or so for your items to arrive. However, I have heard some will do rush delivery for a fee. And for my last tip, wear comfortable shoes. I think we averaged anywhere from 7 to 10 miles daily walking while we were in Japan, so I can't stress enough how important it is to bring a few pairs of very comfortable sneakers. Alright guys, those are all my big tips. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe as I make these videos to help out all my travel lovers out there. Japan was definitely one of our favorite places to visit, and I hope you guys have a wonderful trip.